the only thing that slowly stops the ache. But it's made of all the things I have to take. Jesus and
Okay, so slightly different format here today. I'd like to get into something I actually have quite a liking to, but haven't tried until now. Hi there, I'm Bob Jones, your friendly neighborhood Bob, and I would like to talk about something near and dear to my heart. Gaming. Not only am I an avid video game person, not only do I develop games as well, hint hint, but I also indulge myself in the culture surrounding it. It's an open secret that gaming has quite a negative stigma associated with it. Not just because of the nasty controversies that tend to spark, but because of the general public perception. I'm going to be showing you a brief and not at all comprehensive history of one of gaming's darker subjects, gamer rage.
You died again.
Holy shit! Fuck! Kirsten! Stop! Stop! Kirsten! Quit! 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 Oh my god! Fuck you! Oh my...
Let me expand. What is gamer rage? Gamer rage is when a gamer rages. I know, very complicated. Please hold your questions until the teacher has finished talking. Thank you. But why do gamers rage exactly? The answer is actually not complicated. Why do football players get mad when they lose a game? It's because they didn't compete well enough to win. It's a competition, meaning that there could only be a winner and a loser. Very few people in general take a loss very well, especially on the internet. Gaming is a competition just like any other. You're pitting your mental abilities and skills against other people to win. Gamer rage is pretty self-explanatory in its meaning, but yet it remains a special term for a specific kind of anger. Why is that? Everyone gets angry. Everyone explodes from time to time. It's nothing that special. The only other comparative term I can think of is road rage, which is similar in a lot of ways. Believe it or not, though, gamer rage does have its own subculture in the game-watching audience. Yes, I literally mean that people will queue up in droves to watch someone get genuinely upset at a video game. Oh, internet, how I love thee.
Okay, my mom just canceled my brother's World of Warcraft account, and he is freaking out. She never once! Oh my god.
But when did this subculture start? It's hard to say, but I think it started when this classic viral video was posted around 2007. This isn't really gaming related on the surface, but this video did have a huge influence across all of YouTube. It would be the main inspiration for the freak out subgenre of early YouTube. Make of that what you will. For one reason or another, people enjoyed watching another person have a freak out. And where there's an audience, there's money to be made. If it was very lucrative, you would expect there to be a lot of creators trying to outdo each other, right? Well, at least as far as the YouTube gaming scene is concerned, these rage gamers are surprisingly few. It's also very difficult to define what a rage gamer would even look like or what qualifies them to be worthy of the title. But I have found a few that I think would perfectly fit the build.
El Presador, what are you doing? Oh, he's playing Call of Duty. Ooh, yeah. What are you doing in there? I'm hiding out, man, for real.
Let's start with the earliest and work our way up. El Presador is the wild personality of Ohio-dwelling man Chucky Martin. El Pres first made it big during the humongous rise of Call of Duty-related content in 2009. His big viral video was a camera phone video of him ranting and yelling at a game he had in Modern Warfare 2.
Alright, Turk 21 silence. First thing you're gonna notice about me and my gameplay, I will never fucking stop and tank. Never. I don't have time to do that shit. I play this game like I do in real life. I'm always hyper. And I have to move around. I can't sit still. How the fuck someone cancels this game and plays it and has fun is beyond me.
From this point on, El Presador amassed an impressive-sized audience from his fiery personality and less than civil demeanor.
So I come around this corner, I see these two dumbasses, I shoot them. Then I see a stupid-ass claymore, I back the fuck up and it still gets me. What the fuck? Then I see this guy over here and I'm like, man, I know I hit him, but it wasn't good enough to hit. I get stuck on this stupid-ass metal. I'm like, what the fuck? And I get shot by some guy hiding in the back. So I get mad, I start shooting this dumbass. Terrible shooting. I'm hitting him again and this motherfucker gets me. What the fuck? A guy camping. What the fuck?
He would upload almost daily videos of him raging at Call of Duty to a crowd of tens of thousands. Prez's popularity didn't last all that long. You look at his most recent videos, they don't get anywhere near the attention he once had. This is the inevitable downfall of the rage gamer. They tend to be a flash in the pan in the eyes of the general audience.
Every fucking time. Ah! Ah! Then you wonder why I don't play this fucking garbage. Sucks! It fucking sucks! It fucking sucks! I'm a second behind any other Call of Duty I'm not!
There's only so many times that saying, "this game sucks" repeatedly will stay appealing for your average viewer. Which is disappointing to me, because I believe that El Prez is naturally funny and entertaining. Now, Presador was the best starting point for the history books because he was one of the originals, if you don't count the angry video game nerd. Speaking of which, there's a reason I won't be talking about him. James Rolfe actually makes professionally edited critiques of video games with an inflammatory presentation, which is highly unusual for these types of gamers. I'm specifically talking about gamers who make money off of raging at video games.
I didn't jump. Oh my god, I never jumped at all. What? You saw that, right? The game lagged when he landed, and it dropped like 3 frames of animation, and he just automatically got a free throw. Get the fuck out of here.
Next in our lineup is a rising star from the professional Street Fighter scene, the King of Hate, Darkside Phil. DSP is such an interesting character. I could make an hour-long video on him alone, but for the sake of brevity, I'll give you the cliff notes. DSP started off in the Street Fighter II professional scene, which is where he got the nickname the King of Hate, which is making fun of his tendency to get extremely heated during matches.
I didn't jump. Oh my fucking god. Dude, are you kidding me? He won because of lag. It's unbelievable bullshit. How much you want to bet the guy fucking used the lag switch? Because look how laggy it is now compared to the first 2 matches. Fucking asshole.
The King of Hate is actually a lot more literal than you might first expect. He seems to attract hate like a magnet everywhere he goes in gaming circles. He's considered a running joke in the online gaming world for his lack of skill and his bad habit of blaming the game for all of his problems.
Kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. I did a jumping kick into a combo. My combo doesn't come out because of lag and he gets a random backdrop. Unfucking real. This guy's fucking terrible and he gets 2 scrub wins on me because of lag. I can't jump over full screen sonic booms and I can't get 2-hit combos with Vega. Get the fuck out of here, dude. 100% lost because of a terrible connection and bad netcode.
But where did he come from? To answer that, we'll have to go back to the really early days of YouTube once again. But this time, we'll be focusing on the Let's Play craze of 2006 to 2007. DSP rose to prominence from his Let's Play series of various games. If you read the comments, a lot of them are making fun of Phil because of his lack of skill in whatever game he's playing. Even to this day, there are multiple YouTube channels dedicated specifically to making fun of DSP sucking at various games and getting really upset. This Is How You Don't Play is the moniker. But he isn't just popular for sucking. Many of his hardened supporters like him for how he speaks his mind and is very upfront about his opinions.
Fuck you! Fuck you, officer, I want chicken. never stand between a black man and his delicious fried chicken.
He has a very real personality to them, which is what people really look for in a Let's Player. That explains why PewDiePie and Markiplier are still around to this day. However, the gravy train for DSP ended soon after it started. It was again due to how all of his content started to feel very routine and repetitive, which is a death nail for any YouTube channel. While he still has his passionate Patreon supporters, he'll likely never have the popularity he had ever again. Stats show he went from 13 million monthly views all the way down to barely over 1 million in some cases. By now, I assume you're starting to notice a pattern. Gamers like this don't tend to have much staying power on YouTube. You are correct. People do eventually find your one-note content to become very boring after a while. So, by the end of the Let's Play craze and the Call of Duty craze, you would think no more of these gamers existed. That's what I assumed as well. But you would be wrong. Allow me to introduce you to Deller. Say hi, Deller.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit!
From what little I know about Deller, he was a former Overwatch Pro player that was dropped from his team after a particularly bad freakout in which he shouted the N-word. Oof! 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 Oh no, that's a big oof. The career ender, as I call it. A fate not even PewDiePie can escape intact. Deller was one of the newer gamers that got an audience solely through Twitch.tv. While he was genuinely good at the games he played, that's not why people talk about him so much.
6 shots, dude. You hit 0.
You're actually fucking trash. Uninstall.
It says the dude can't hit a shot.
Yeah. Deller is infamous online for his extreme fits of rage in which he commonly breaks his own equipment. I think he's special solely because of how angry he gets. Deller is still watched by plenty of people, but he has a lot of trolls who stream snipe him to intentionally piss him off. On YouTube, there are literally hundreds of rage compilations of Deller yelling and breaking things during his games. I'm not joking. Literally hundreds. Which is kind of sad because I see a lot of my younger self in Deller. I always had anger issues. I know how it feels. I think that's how many of us gamers look at Deller, not as a jester here to amuse us, but as a dark reflection of ourselves. A subtle reminder of what happens when you lose control of your emotions. Okay, not really subtle, but you get the idea.
First you take the pizza out of the box, and you take it and you spin it on your hand. Then you take the plastic off the box, and you take the plastic off the box. But you might need a knife right now. You might need a knife right now, but you can't find a knife, so you have to act swiftly. I have no knife, so what do I do?
This is the reason why I find gamer rage so interesting. If you examine closely why it's a popular phenomenon on the internet, you'll see that it's more relatable than you might assume. Anyone who's an avid gamer can relate to the sheer uncontained rage that a competitive game can bring out in you. It's a dark side of the human psyche that nobody wants to openly acknowledge. Nobody wants to address. And it makes you uncomfortable when you see it. But a lot like a car crash, you can't look away. Because you understand, deep down. that it could just as easily happen to you if you lose all self-control. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed, share it with your boys, and don't forget to like. I'd like to see the reception for this new format I have. Kinda rambly, but hopefully I make a good point out of it. I'm Bob Jones, and I'll see you next time.